What's up, 34th LD? How's everybody doing? Good. My name is Girmay, Zahilay. I'm the chair of the King County Council, and like my wonderful colleague Claudia, I'm also running for King County Executive. How many people here are certain they know what a King County Executive is? How many people are not so sure? Okay, so I know Claudia and I have to go around and do some education because King County Executive doesn't have the title of a mayor or a governor, but I promise you it is the single most important and powerful local office in the entire state of Washington. In the same way that a mayor runs a city, in the same way that a governor runs a state, the King County Executive runs the regional government of King County. And when we think about the issues that we care about most in our region, whether it's public safety or homelessness or the environment, the King County Executive runs a government that has its hand on each of these issues. And it's really important that we elect the right person for this position, especially right now. I'm running for King County Executive because I know what this region can be. I know it because I've seen it. When my family fled as refugees from Sudan and came to South Seattle when I was only 3 years old, King County embraced us and gave us the tools that we needed to rebuild our lives. Affordable public housing. I grew up in places like Rainier Vista and Holly Park. Good public schools. Proud graduate of Franklin High School. Good jobs. Okay, I think I can see some Quakers out there. And because of those opportunities, I was able to go from experiencing housing insecurity and homelessness in South Seattle to now representing the very same community where I experienced those issues on the King County Council. So I know those opportunities are out there if we have a strong, effective local government. But right now, there are way too many people who don't have those opportunities. I feel that those opportunities are actually declining precipitously. We have an astronomical cost of living that is really breaking our families economically. We have a huge, massive shortage of housing that is leading to people living outside. We have, just last year, the all-time record for youth firearm homicides. This is a problem out here. In the past couple of years, we've seen the rate of overdose deaths, hockey stick, straight up into the air. It's a problem. And on top of that, enter a second Trump administration to threaten every single value that we have in this region. I have so many people coming to me, undocumented people, terrorized, feeling like they're going to be sent back to countries oftentimes they've never been to. We have our trans neighbors and loved ones who are feeling like they can't be themselves, who are being declined health care access. This is a real problem. The next King County Executive is going to have to make sure that our region is a beacon of hope and opportunity for the entire nation, a model of how we work together to protect each other. Because of the issues that I've experienced through my life that I've shared with you all before, those values have guided me toward working on particular issues that help our most vulnerable neighbors. Because I watched my mom work 3 jobs to the point of disability, she busted both of her knees on the job working minimum wage jobs. That's why I fought to increase the minimum wage in King County. Because I experienced housing insecurity and homelessness, that's why I've worked to put forward a regional workforce housing initiative to invest $1 billion worth of housing for our essential workers close to job centers. Because, thank you, Zahilay. because I've seen so many people around me dying of gun violence and behavioral health issues, that's why I've worked on comprehensive gun violence prevention legislation, as well as championing and prime sponsoring the Crisis Care Centers initiative to build recovery centers around our region to make sure that when our neighbors are at their lowest, they have hope and an opportunity to feel like they are not being thrown away, but instead have the health access that they need to survive. Thank you. If I'm elected the next King County Executive, I would continue to bring those values of championing the people who don't have a voice, of making sure that we're solving problems together, to build at least 17,000 units of emergency housing to get our 16,000 plus unhoused neighbors off the street into somewhere with a roof over their heads. To make sure that we continue to have the nation's best behavioral health system, where we have a phone number to call, mobile crisis responders to show up, and recovery centers in every corner of the region so we don't have people suffering outside. to make sure that we build a youth job center so that King County is employing our youth and partnering with the private sector to employ as many youth as possible so they all have economic opportunity in this region.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think that we should not end a campaign when the election is done. We should harness the grassroots energy that's in this room and out in the community to make sure that we have a Department of Community Service to really reinvigorate our region and harness the volunteer power to go out and do litter patrol and clean graffiti and do outreach to our neighbors who are in crisis and really connect with each other through the power of service. I think that's the power of the next King County executive, and I hope I can earn your support. Thank you so much.